Let us examine the usual course of events as an inmate passes through the penitentiary system. After he is sentenced, he is transferred to a reception center. Here, inmates are immediately divided into groups according to whether they are recidivists, adult first-time offenders, or the young, under 21 years old. They are then assessed according to their performance on a number of psychological and motivation tests, their aptitude for various occupations, the type of crime they've committed, and their social and family environment. After a 6 to 8 week stay in the reception center, inmates are assigned to an institution. 6% go directly to minimum security, 74% to medium security, and 20% to maximum security penitentiaries. We would like to emphasize the kind of institution to which an inmate is sent does not necessarily depend on the type of crime committed or the length of sentence, but rather on the security risk he represents. We would like to draw up a chart of the inmate population. First, we should mention that of all the inmates in federal penitentiaries, 3% are sentenced for life, 24% to 5 years or more, 53% received sentences of more than 4 but less than 5 years, and 20% from 2 to 4 years. As of February 27, 1977, the ages of inmates were as follows. 2,500 inmates were between 15 and 24. 2,423 were between 25 and 29. 1,736 were between 30 and 34. And 2,499 were 35 years old or older. Now let's look at the level of education of these inmates. The figures are very revealing. 1,872 inmates had a grade 7 education or less. 1,361 had completed grade 8. 1,297 had completed grade 9. 1,253 had completed grade 10, and 1,343 had a grade 11 education or higher. If we divide the inmates according to their province of residence, 775 were from the Maritimes, 2,636 from Quebec, 2,324 from Ontario, 1,709 from the Prairies, and 1,295 from British Columbia. To conclude this presentation of statistics concerning the Canadian Penitentiary Service, we would like to draw your attention to the penitentiary's operating costs. This chart indicates the types of institutions, number of inmates, and average operating costs for the year 1975. If we add the operating costs of the Canadian Penitentiary Service to those of the penitentiaries, we arrive at a figure of $152.6 million for 1975. These astronomical operating costs are the direct result of a new definition of the Canadian Penitentiary Service's role. According to this definition, rehabilitation is an increasingly important aspect of the CPS's intention. It is no longer merely enough to protect society. Sooner or later, inmates re-enter society, and according to its mandate, the Canadian Penitentiary Service must facilitate their reintegration.